The year is 2150. The Milky Way and surrounding galaxies are controlled by one force that all started on Earth. Is it the United States? Russia? Maybe Great Britain started colonizing again? If you chose the United States, you're close, at least kind of. The force that controls all of this is Ohio. Yeah, the one that used to be a state. How did this all happen? Well, it all started on March 1st, 1803, when Ohio became part of the United States. An official state. Now, the moment Ohio was officially part of the United States, it started planning its takeover. Its first official attempt was in 1862 during the Civil War. However, that didn't work. It tried again during World War I, World War II, Vietnam, and on the 27th of July, 1987. Nothing actually started working until 2028, when World War III started. Russia, China, North Korea, and Sealand formed an alliance, and the United States, Canada, Great Britain, France, Italy, Australia, and the Mongolian Empire started working together in order to combat this. Now, this was a chaotic period of time, a lot of political confusion, fear over the war going nuclear, and people fleeing to countries like Sweden and Texas. Texas had split off from the United States following the White House incident and chose to remain neutral during World War III. Ohio debated on using brute force to take over the United States. However, a majority of Ohio troops were overseas fighting, and it couldn't beat 48 and a half other states, so it decided to play the political game. It sent its politicians to some surrounding states and New Mexico. The politicians quickly got voted into important offices and governor of the states. By October 11th of 2029, Ohio controlled 7 states, politically at least. Now, at this point, World War III had been raging on for 2 years, and it was still unclear who would win, if anyone would win. Ohio was taking over more states and was preparing to try to take Canada, and there was a possibility that World War III could turn into a nuclear war. Ohio knew it had to act quickly, because if a nuclear war broke out, then the world would be destroyed or at least rendered useless, and that means nothing to take over. So, taking a risk, in 2030, Ohio uses 11 states to try to take over the United States. However, just days before the planned attack, Ohio was sold out by Illinois. Or Illinois, if that's how you choose to pronounce it, a state that was believed to have been taken over. The United States quickly detained any threat Ohio had and removed the state government, and was set to be directly controlled by the US government, giving it little to no options. However, after a heartfelt apology letter from Ohio 2 months later, the US gave it back the state government and most of its freedoms. However, it was kept under heavy watch. While usually this would have been enough to end any rebellion from Ohio for at least a while, it still had control of some of the surrounding states, which it used to expand to 15 states from their original 11. However, this time it avoided doing Illinois due to being sold out by it last time. It was going to save something special for it. Ohio's force was expanding and its threat growing. Ohio very soon may take over the rest of the world. And then what after that? Find out next time in part 2, because heck yeah, I want to get views out of this, maybe.